Hi everybody, this is my friend Maleah. Maleah, how old are you?
4.
Alright, and today Maleah is going to get her first blowout. So her aunt and her mom already use Naturally Vera, and she's going to be trying our full product line for the first time to do her blowout. She's been using our essential bundle, but she's not tried our new products yet. So we're really excited to see what happens with Maleah's hair. Are you excited about your blowout? Yep. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. First, I'm gonna start off by rinsing Maleah's hair out with warm temperature water, just removing any product buildup, debris, just any styling creams and things like that that have been used on her hair prior to coming in to get her blowout. Then I'm going to add a handful of our Naturally Vera Honey Hair Mask to her hair, and we're gonna allow it to sit for 20 minutes under a processing cap. Now, I'm going to rinse Maleah's hair out with warm temperature water, and then I'm going to apply our Naturally Vera Conditioning Shampoo. I used about a quarter size for Maleah's hair, and I focused on massaging it into her scalp and then down through the ends of her hair. Then I'm going to rinse it out with warm temperature water again and rinse a second time just to make sure I got her hair fully cleaned. As you can see, our products do attract oil and dirt, so the second time you'll see more of a lather in her hair, and that's because you're seeing air bubbles, so that just shows us that the hair is definitely clean. Then I'm going to rinse that out with warm temperature water. Before I did Maleah's hair, her mother and I had a conversation about her experience with doing Maleah's hair, especially on wash days. And she said that she is a bit tender-headed and things like that, and that she actually doesn't really like to get her hair done. So I thought that it was really important that she felt included in the process. So in this video, you will see where Maleah is testing the water to make sure it's okay for her and that she's okay with the temperature. And I'm telling her, as I would any of my adult clients, what I'm doing, how long it's going to take, what I'm about to do next, and explaining to her why. Because it's very important that at a young age you learn how to manage your own hair, because one day you're going to be left to manage your own hair. So I wanted her to feel included in the process, and I would ask her, how does your hair feel? Do you like how this smells? Is your hair soft? Does it feel clean? And things like that, just to make her feel involved in what was going on. So detangling was a really important part. Here I split her hair off into as many sections as I needed to make sure her hair was easy to detangle. I started finger detangling, and then I would start from the ends to the roots and then follow up with my Denman brush from the ends to the roots. And you have to be very gentle with children because these are some of their first experiences with hair. So you want them to be positive so that when they think about getting their hair done, they think of it as a good thing. So I would say, oh, Maleah, feel your hair, it's so soft. Or, if we did run into a tangle and in one of the tender areas of her hair, I'd be like, you know what? This tangle snuck right up on us, didn't it? So, she and I had a really good conversation about what was going on the entire time. And aside from one particular area, she didn't really say, oh, this hurts or anything like that. So I think that we found a lot of success in this detangling step, which was typically a more negative experience from Maleah in other times that she's gotten her hair done. So I was really proud of this part. I'm going to rinse the conditioner out with cool temperature water, and I was explaining to her about the temperature changes. You want it to be warm when you're opening and cleaning, but you want it to be cool when you're closing and sealing. So now when she washes her hair and gets her hair washed with Naturally Vera, she's going to understand why we're doing what and when we're doing it. Now, I'm going to get her hair rinsed out with the cool temperature water, make sure it's free of product, and then I'm going to add Naturally Vera's Green Tea Deep Conditioner. Since this one is penetrating, I am going to allow it to sit on for 10 minutes. So for this step and the honey hair mask sitting on for 20 minutes, Maleah was really excited because when you have those time periods where you're waiting for the products to penetrate your hair or just leaving them on for an extended period of time, that's time to play. So during those times, Maleah got to get up, run around, play with my kids and everything, and then when it's time to rinse out, she would run right back in here and get her hair rinsed out. So I did rinse the green tea deep conditioner out with cool water also, and then I'd follow up with our aloe vera leave-in conditioner to protect her hair and get it ready for blow drying. I only used a very small amount. I would say about a pea-size amount was enough to distribute throughout her hair evenly, just to protect her hair right before I blow dried it. Blow drying Maleah's hair, I separated it similarly to how I did when I was detangling her hair. I wanted to tackle a little section at a time. I did use the higher heat setting on my blow dryer, but I gave Maleah some very specific instructions on making sure we had a positive blow drying experience. And she did a really great job. She was very still. She made sure to put her head away from the heat and things like that, and we were able to blow dry her hair very quickly. I would say it only took about 10 minutes to get through her whole head. It was already detangled, so I didn't have to do that. But if you see me making a couple passes with the Denman brush, her hair, she's little, so the brush kind of takes up most of her head. So I was just trying to get the right position for tension for blow drying her hair on those steps. Maleah was so amazed at how soft her hair felt, and she's had her hair blow dried before, but she's never actually had it flat ironed, so I was really excited to share this experience with her, and I think she really liked it. So throughout the video, I know it's time lapse, but you can see like every time I finished a section, she would reach back and feel it, and she would tell me how soft her hair was and how long it was. And I mean, her hair was going down her back, and I don't think she's ever seen it like that before because it's always in a curly style. And I want her to understand that no matter which way you wear your hair, it's beautiful. So even when you wash your hair again and it goes back to curly, it's still gorgeous, it's still long, but you have this magic that allows us to only see it long when you want us to see it long. So then we played the freeze game when we were flat ironing. So whenever I had the irons, my irons actually don't have a guard on them, I would say, okay Maleah, it's time to freeze. So she would freeze right when it was time for me to make my pass. I made one pass with the flat iron and it went perfect. I had her mom come in and check out the hair, so you'll see her mom in the video toward the end, and we wanted to go over how we wanted to execute her first trim. So I would show her the sections. We could see where it was a little lighter and you could see like more through her shirt, and those were the portions that we wanted to just go ahead and trim off. We got a couple fairy knots out of there, a little bit of split ends, but this was her first trim. So I was discussing that this was Maleah's first trim, and a lot is not going to need to come off because you really don't see a lot of damage on a small child's hair. This is basically virgin hair. It doesn't have any heat damage. It's not been colored. It hasn't been relaxed. And aside from just the ends getting a little frayed just because they're the oldest part of the hair, that's really all we had to clean up. But I was sure to show her mother every section that we planned to trim, where we were going to trim, let her feel it, and actually agree with me on where to trim. I didn't just jump out there and trim it and just let her deal with it. It was something that we made a decision together with. So it made her mom more comfortable and also her. And I feel like that was a great experience for Maleah because a lot of people have a negative experience with having their hair trimmed. And what we wanted her to understand was that when you trim off the split ends, the fairy knots, and things like that, or just the rough part, your hair is smooth to the touch from the roots to the ends, and also it allows you to retain more length in the future. So she was really happy about her trim. She liked the way her hair felt, so the overall experience was great. I think the best part of the experience overall is when the kids get to show off their hair. So at the end, we're like, oh my God, Maleah, look how shiny your hair is. Feel how soft your hair is. And then she gets to show it off. So I always show her the videos and, make sure she approves of how they look and show her how we do the different effects of the videos and how they turn out. So she was so happy with her hair. So if you have a little one that you are interested in doing their first blowout on and you want them to have a positive experience like Maleah's, and also just to really love the way that their hair feels before they even get to look at it, the products that we used today was the Naturally Vera Ultimate Bundle for Heat Style.